can. And our first story this evening is of an Irish family business which has gone from strength to strength with sales of their practical and clever Christmas idea. Niall Martin has the story.
In Westport, County Mayo, the Mc Garry family have come up with a gem of an idea. This is the ShowerGem Shower Caddy.
So all that you have to do is place glue on each side of the bracket and press firmly against the wall. You let it dry for the 24 hours, and after the 24 hours you simply just attach the ShowerGem and you're ready to go.
With the best will in the world, it's hard to get excited by a plastic shower tray. But this is much more than a story about how to organise your shampoo bottles. It's about a family business determined to manufacture in Ireland.
So we have Dervla, my sister, my mum and my dad, Sean.
The reason I created the ShowerGem Shower Caddy was I was frustrated with our own situation in the house with our 3 showers. One of the showers is an electrical shower, so that was our primary one, which was used most of the time. The bottles were always on the floor or on the shower unit itself. A couple of razors on the floor with a loaf or a face cloth. So I basically decided to look at it constructively. Even though we had 2 metal caddies in the shower, they weren't being used. The one with the suction cups sat on the shower tray, and the one that was hanging, you couldn't fit the bottles into it. And any time you touched the bottle on the top one, it fell out, or the bottle beside it fell out. So there I was after buying 2 shower caddies, and they weren't doing their job. So I decided to create a better product.
He was saying for, a long time, I'm going to create something to fix this problem that's driving me crazy. So one day he finally said, Sean, come over to the workshop, I have something to show you. I went over and I saw the ShowerGem, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, Dad, you know what? You've really hit the nail on the head here, because you could just see, it just keeps everything neat and tidy and does what you want a shower organiser needs to do. So I think he really just got it right from day one with the design.
My background in the plastic industry enabled me to go over to the workshop and make the prototypes. So when I did that, I put them up in the shower, and within a few days, Anne said to me, leave them there, they're brilliant.
So Sean Jr. left his physics course at university to develop the product. He started looking for a manufacturer and came across MT Technology just down the N5 at Edwardstown in County Longford.
Small company based in Edwardstown. Of course, we have grown rapidly over the last 10 years, employing now up to 50 people. It's a local story, and we're very, very proud of it. We are manufacturing a lot of product for local companies in Ireland, and we take the pain of going to China and trying to discover what can be made out there. We can do it locally, and we can supply locally, and we can do it much better than the Chinese.
I mean, the first time I went to a factory in Ireland, I was driving down a country road, middle of nowhere, wondering what I was getting myself into. Walked into a big building with 5 lines of machines all running at full speed. And then I knew to myself, you know what, Ireland is actually a hub of manufacturing. It's just the general population doesn't realise that. So it's great to make people aware that if you have a business, you can keep it all local in Ireland.
Did you ever look at taking the manufacturing to China or somewhere like that?
Of course, you always have to look just to make sure you're not missing something huge. But when you actually get down to nuts and bolts of it, Ireland is a better place. The difference is, I mean, if I ring up China today and place an order, I won't see the stock arrive for about 5 to 6 months. In comparison to Ireland, I'll talk to the manufacturer, 15,000 units, I'll have them ready to go for 3 weeks' time. So they'll have them sitting in their warehouse, they'll have them stored for me, and I can be very confident in the quality. There's a myth out there that China is so much cheaper than Ireland, but it's not. You take into account your tariffs, the sea freight, it's not that much cheaper, especially with a product like ours that isn't the smallest in the world. But then it's just the ease of business. I mean, I've been to China. I was meant to be there for a week. I ended up coming home 5 weeks later. Things aren't as straightforward as they are here. The Irish have a real way about them where we want to get the job right the first time, whereas in the Far East, they like to fix things as they go. So the Irish is just more a definite approach to manufacturing.
When he came to us with it first, like all new products, you're wondering, is this going to be a success or is it not? So we support him in every aspect of what he wanted to do. And now he's made a success from it. He came to us with a 5K order. Now he's at 15 and 20,000 orders. So very quickly his product has grown. And we've allowed him the time to be able to concentrate on his sales as opposed to the manufacturing. And because we're local, he can do that.
To be able to get in the car, drive for 2 hours and then arrive in the factory It's just class. I don't know where you get it.
Now Sean employs his sister, a recent marketing graduate, to drive sales.
When I was finished college, I didn't really have an idea where I was going to go, and it was funny when he asked me to work for him. We went for lunch, and he was like, "Oh, I need to employ someone." I was like, "Oh yeah, I think you should. You're doing the work of 5 people. That'll be brilliant. Who are you thinking of employing?" And he was like, "You." He was like, "You've just graduated. You've got your business degree. Why not?"
ShowerGem is based at the Mc Garry's family home in Westport and supported by local retailers. The family business has allowed the Mc Garrys to have their son and daughter living locally rather than having to move to Dublin or abroad.
That's not lost on me because I was in Australia for 4 years, as was my sister and my brother, and there was only 3 of us in the family, and my parents were here on their own. So I really appreciate that our kids are here and are so near home. And of course, if they ever want to travel, I'd love that for them. But I think it's great. Ciara walked out of college and into a job, and how lucky is she? So we're very fortunate.
Isn't that a great story of innovation and determination? Now,